Siamo in diretto. No.
No.
Non la vedo in diretta. Non la vedo in diretta.
Neanch'io.
Oh.
Live.
Sì, ma live te lo dice Hangout o perché anche a me mi dice Hangout, ma io su YouTube non lo vedo.
YouTube non la vedo
YouTube no.
neanche. Cioè, si continua a refreshare, ma non...
Facciamo crashare YouTube.
No, YouTube non dà segni di vita.
Ma è incredibile. Ma che è successo? Ah, ok, adesso la vedo su... È bloccata però, eh? La vedo su Slack, ma bloccata.
So. E vabbè, non la registriamo.
Are we live? Not live? Che cazzo?
We're alive.
Are we alive? Ma voi non la vedete proprio neanche YouTube?
No, io
No,
refresh.
YouTube no.
Ah, wait.
Un secondo.
Mm?
No. Eccoci. Ora ci siamo.
Siamo online.
Sì.
Ok. We are live now. Okay, now from now. Okay, perfect. Hello everybody. So we will have this session, but we will use English. But as we are on Italian, maybe we will have some words in Italian, but we do English because it's an evaluation about the course in 2017 edition. But anyway, of course, anyone is invited to be part of it. If you want to turn in now or later. You know, we have a document in Slack about the evaluation. You can also support your opinion and your contribution in there. So, what's the aim of the session? As you know, we will present the new proposal of the governance and of the course this week, later. Just a little sum up. In the last session, we were working on closing the last edition and opening up the new one. So we decided to have a temporary team that is coordinated by Domenico and me. Anyone can join it, and this temporary team will manage to create to organize the new governance. I mean, the new idea more than the governance, the new idea of the courses. Anyone can join it. This work will be done until the end of November, and since then we will start with the preparation and the launch of the new courses. But this is it. We just moved to Wednesday at Wednesday 8th of November at 7:30 p.m. to work better on this and to see the new idea. What we want to do now is to recollect a little what went good and what went bad, what maybe from the last editions, but maybe we can focus it, as we said in the document, what went well and what will we implement from the last editions. I don't know. I was coordinating the Italian session with Teresa, and also Pietro was collaborating on the Italian edition. So we have a little bit the idea on the Italian situation, and we can start from that. If anyone joins, we can go further. And so I don't know, guys, what do you want to start from?
Yeah. Teresa, you wanna start or I do?
Let me start from a general point and then maybe enter in specific points.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, I was writing some thoughts, not very much like personal, really personal, but I think maybe things that can be improved. I think that okay, my experience was good. I think that I could do better some stuff, and but okay, this is my personal valuation about the course. I think that we will a more detailed division of the work between the coordinators, and I would say also not only the official coordinators but people who collaborate. I have the feeling that especially in the Italian course there was a big team of people, especially in the first phase, that was really helping a lot doing this job, and that maybe like it's not at the end we didn't take a lot in account. So maybe just me and Francesco at the end and Domenico, we were the coordinators, but there was like a huge group of people organizing the work in the first part. And I also would say that a good way to split the work would be to better organize the scholarships, the borsisti, the students with the scholarship, that because we didn't involve them too much. And a way to involve them better maybe could be to have since the first moment or one person who coordinates them and a calendar. So we already have all the lessons and since the first moment they know that that day they are going to translate that, to write down that class or to write a newspaper article. And so I think that a way to reduce the work of the coordinators and people around coordination is to better organize this, at the end, 8 people with the scholarship. So I think this could be a good point. And also about the publication, I would say that it should have been more integrated into the course. Because now it's a super interesting job, but it's a bit like too late now. We're like, now it's more work for us to, I don't know, concentrate on it, and maybe starting, if it's too late, it loses a bit of sense. It's also good for the students to have like really sudden a result of their work, to see their work on a paper all together. And to do this, I think one error was to make it after the submission. So once the course is finished, people stop to be involved, like it's normal. So maybe in the next course we should think to dedicate like, okay, this is a final submission and this is a period for the publication where everybody is well coordinated and involved. So the publication is really like the conclusion of the course. I think this is like first thoughts about the course. And I don't know if you agree.
Taking a look at the course, sorry, I microphone there. I think just to add a few lines, Peter, and then I'll let you speak because it's good to have everybody a word. But in a general view, I think the Italian, just to start from what went well, the Italian course was a great success because it showed the potential to build up networks on territories. I think this is a goal that we think about at the beginning, but we reached this goal more than expected it. And that's why I say publication is very important, because can give restitution to this work of networking. And that's it. And then I will go for later, but please, Pietro, if you were saying something.
Yeah. First, I want to agree with what Teresa said, because the proposals, one of them was also mine. That is to say, to give a more strict calendar, as well as to the courts, as well as to the participants and to the borsisti, which we should find the English name, because we cannot keep saying borsisti. And the first thing I want to say is that the course was a great success for me. I think it was something new, and I never expected the results it gave. From one point of view, the curiosity and the participation, but also the mental readiness of the participants. I found them all very smart people, interested in creating new things and speaking about new concepts that we also highlighted in the course subjects. So as to say that this kind of activity seems to give new light to something that I thought it was sleeping in Italy. That is the will to meet new people and organize them together and build up new projects with a common task and a common objective. And so this is the main positive thing about the courts. The main negative thing about the courts is to rely on people that we don't know how they work, and we don't know how they could work in a long period of time. This is because we can rely on someone at the beginning, but then for obvious reason or for non-obvious reason, we could lose the help of this person. So we should define, I don't know which one could be, but we should define a better strategy to ensure that the work is done from the start to the end, from the beginning to the end of the whole process that the course involves. This is because at the beginning we were many people working, everybody was so confident and willful to give a hand, but in this last, let's say, 2 months or 1 month of the past of the work, we really lost everything. Me myself, in first thing, I had some more things to do and others added, so we lost some directions. The publication is, of course, at a good point, because there were someone who took the responsibility, but I think we cannot allow this to happen again. And I want to thank who took the responsibility and didn't let all this die, because otherwise we could say that this is never happened. So thanks to the people that let this finish, and let's think about to coordinate better who starts working and who ends working, and foresee that maybe there could be somehow someone who can enter at, let's say, in the middle of the courts, for example, to give a hand, or acquiring a new role. Maybe I don't want to be a coordinator anymore, but another one wants, so it could go like that. There could be a change during the courts. I think we should discuss of this all together, because this is just my free thoughts, and I think that it's mostly that's it. And thank you again for the participation.
Yeah. Yeah. About just to say another good thing about basically the Italian course was the meeting we had that giving a physical meeting to the course is seems to be fundamental. It seems to be necessary. It had a really great impact on the Italian course. And in this sense, not only organize a meeting for the participants, but also to integrate more, could be an implementation, to integrate more the participants in the local cycles of civic-wise, if there is one in the territory they live. So we could also create tools to implement more. I have some reflection from the evaluation we had with the participants of the Italian course, and if you guys think I can share it. Basically, they found the participants found very interesting the guests. Some of them were very theoretical, so they think the participants think that maybe they could be more practical. And they couldn't find too much an interaction with these more theoretical aspects. They thought also that the reviews, the collective reviews we had were more efficient and more for the projects. So maybe they were suggesting to implement and to get more moments of reviews of the project than the theoretical ones. For the guest, talking to the guests. And also about the theoretical video, the concept video, but they couldn't find too much a way to interact with this. So there was a suggestion to build up a glossary, a common glossary. And also how to find a continuity with the projects of the were born in the course. That is quite important. This could be an implementation. Find a more interesting and more effective way to follow up. To give a continuity to the projects. And then one thing that is very important, I think, that we have to implement is the connection between the three separated courses. The participants in Italian didn't have many interaction with the participants in Spain and in France. You were saying also this, Pietro, before, something like this. But this is something that we definitely are facing. Also, just to advance something from the next course idea. And this is the real potential of this kind of course. I'm also thinking about Civic Innovation School, is to not to build boundaries. No, because now this is a risk we all talked a lot about also in Global Camp. The risk is that we build an Italian community, a Spanish community, a French community, and this is not what we want to do. Because if not, we need to differentiate all the peculiarities of each territory, but at the same time we need to work always on local dimension, and the global connection doesn't need boundaries from national states. So this is very, very important. It was also detected from all the participants in the the Italian course.
And how do you suggest that we bring back people from different courses to talk to each other? Because I don't see any other possibilities instead of the hangouts and the physical meetings. I don't think that the civic bar is working through that principle.
You mean people who participated in the like 2016 edition,
Yeah,
the past edition of the course?
yeah.
Well, the idea could be to integrate even more the course in CivicWise platform. Not to have the differentiation in the channels of Slack, for example. So this will make it more interactive. For example, it's an example we could do. And then for sure, the new idea of having one unique course in 3 languages, 4 with the English one. It's going to this direction, of course. I mean, if we have if the activity, the public activity of the courses, I mean, like the hangouts with the guests and the hangouts of reviews are totally public in the platform. Okay, anyone can join and anyone can view it. There is no separate channel where we pass the video, where we work on the video. It's always in the public one. So anybody can review a project and can incorporate, independently if it's part of the course or not. Independently if he speaks English or Italian or Spanish. So every project gets to be local. And that's mainly, I think we should go in this direction. I mean, not closing up the editions was of, I mean, last year we did one first step that was to integrate all the course in the CivicWise platform. But we kept the idea to have 3 courses, just coordinating with them. Now what we want to do, and we are ready to do it very well, is to have one courses that has many languages. Participate in English, in all the projects and all the courses, or English, Spanish, Italian, French, depend on which language you speak. So Pietro is gone.
We lost Pietro. Okay.
Well, maybe this one could be the idea.
On Wednesday. But I think that before, one of the problem was also that we should solve before to integrate the 3 courses, because if not, I think it's a bit complicated, is that people, they don't, normally people, me neither at first, but have a general idea of what's going on in the course and also in CivicWise. So we never have to forget that it's a course, that people who approach the course don't know nothing about what's CivicWise and about how it works. And generally also, maybe Alice was writing it in her evaluation form, like nobody knows who is doing which project, where to find this project. I mean, a general idea. Now I have it more clear. I have it very clear because I during the publication, I know who was doing that project. But during the course, I think that it was a bit more complicated to understand, to have a map of people and to have a map of projects. So I think that also when I was doing the course at first, I didn't know how to really find the project, how to join. And I think this can be like a problem of instruments. Maybe this course is not the right place, but this is like, or maybe we can have this course, but then we should have a real precise, I don't know, Excel file or map where people can put their project, and like it's very like graphically clear for people to understand how many people, how many projects. Because if it was hard for me that I was coordinating, I knew how many people, which projects were going on, I think that for a person who's joining the course, it's complicated. And I think that this can be a big problem if we join 3 courses with 3 different languages, many people. I would like to collaborate maybe with somebody who is doing a project in Spain, but if I don't know he's doing that project, it's impossible.
Yeah, so moreover, if I don't know the language, I couldn't understand anything as well. So yeah. We're supposing that we are very literate people, but I mean, we know 2-3 languages, but not everybody does. So
chance to follow your projects in your language.
Excuse me?
I will have the chance to follow your the project of your languages. I mean, opening up an option shouldn't close another one. That's the point.
Yeah, but if opening means that I cannot understand a project because it's in French and everybody talks in French and I don't know French, how do I open it?
I think that it can work, the new one can work only if the projects are all in English.
Exactly.
It's not the problem with laboratories. In laboratories, nobody never knew which language should use. Because if we discuss face-to-face, it's easy, but if we discuss in a chat in 4 different languages, it's too hard.
It's chaos.
So I think that it works.
No, but you don't have to participate to everything. You can afford to participate in. I mean, opening a French project doesn't mean you close all the others.
No, we're saying that is.
No, I will finish, and then it's up to each one to decide in which language you open up your project.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I would prefer a place where I'm I'm helped to open, not forced to open to what I know. I mean, I can open to something that I already know, but I cannot open to something that I don't understand because I cannot read it. I cannot open to something that I cannot reach because it's out of my possibilities. So if we foresee a common dictionary to ease and the dialogue, maybe it's gonna be easier, but otherwise I would never participate in a French project because I don't know French. I would somehow listen the Spanish guys speaking about projects because I kinda understand Spanish, but I would work on Italian stuff or English stuff because it's the 2 languages that I know.
Yeah, but I repeat, the fact is, if other people want to open up, has to consider this. I mean, if you want to open to a foreign community, you have to produce the material to be comprehended, to be understood.
So it's up to the one who needs to.
Yeah, we can build the infrastructure. We can build the infrastructure. We cannot oblige people to do things.
But okay. I think
we cannot say everybody has English. We can say this. Mm-hmm. But we build an infrastructure where you can. I mean, this is the main objective. We haven't done it yet. But I think that coming from the last course, what we can do is to build an infrastructure that allows everybody, if they want, in foreign languages. And you want to continue in only one language, you are free to do it, and nobody will stop you. So I mean, the 2 options cannot close the other one. One of the 2 cannot close the other one. Indeed, how we did it since now was difficult because or you speak Spanish and you go in the Spanish channels, or you stay only in your language channel. But that's why we will introduce the idea is behind is we saw that we needed people that tutorize in languages. So the people who can help you in your language move to the platform and move to the project. So it will be as usual, but it will be easier to connect. The idea is that it will be easier to connect with other projects in other countries. But this doesn't deny the things you've done until now. So that you have people who reviews your project, who help you. Um,
But
but
I
then
think
these things we can see. I mean, we are taking out tonight. We will consider it completing up the new program and the new governance of the course, of course.
yeah.
Okay.
But I
Excuse me,
think
guys. Excuse me, Teresa. I need to go because I have an appointment, so I have to say bye.
ciao,
And I hope
Pietro.
Ok, ciao Pietro.
Ciao, ci sentiamo presto, poi mi finisco il pezzo di vedere che dite.
Va
Dopo.
bene.
Sì. Oh, sentiamo per Perugia,
Sì, ciao.
Ok, ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. Okay.
Ok, so how are you, Teresa? Sorry,
How are you?
how
Oh,
is you?
no, I just wanted to say something really fast about the tutors. Maybe
Uh-huh.
this is a discussion we should do like next Wednesday, really. But yes, no, I just think that this can work only if we have like a clear map. We are able to build like a clear map of what's going on all in the other course.
Yeah, that's
Because, for example, in the laboratories, I knew, for example, I'm the tutor of a laboratory. I know the project of the Italian ones, but I don't know the project of the others. So I don't know how to connect them. So I think one of the main point of this would be to create like a clear instrument where all the projects are easily. It's not easy, but I think this is the only way I see that the tutor can help. If not the tutor, first they are completely lost, or they cannot be tutor. Just this is what I think, but maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it will be easier. And then also there should be like some tutors, maybe for this practical stuff, translating, helping, and then some tutor like community builder, because I think that in the Italian course it was very powerful to have like a physical meeting and the local circles. So maybe there should be like some tutor that just like concentrate on empower the local circles and the local meetings, or I don't know. But I think that we don't have to lose this part, creating only one course. Just this one.
No, totally. I think that this tutor you're talking about would be the person in charge of welcoming.
Yeah.
This, well, also Artemis said it many times, but people dedicated only to welcoming are fundamental.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Um,
Okay,
so I
so
don't know. Nobody is showing up, so I think we can just say to everybody that if they want, they can contribute in the document, and we move on.
yeah, I think that we can. I mean, from Wednesday when you present the new structure, the new governance, I think it's also time to start to think the next course. I mean, the evaluation of the past one is still open, but maybe.
No, the document will be always open. What
Yeah, sure.
what were you saying? I didn't understand. Non ho capito cosa.
What I was saying. No, that
Ah.
still open the evaluation of the past courses, but we are moving on the structure of the new courses.
Yeah, of course. And we will work on that. Everybody is invited to join, and we will see you Wednesday at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can stop the live now.
Yeah. Hi to
Bye bye.
everybody.
Thank you very much. This was a fast one, but very rich.